Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Kim and today is Vlogmas Day 5. So I will be reading a short story from the Hingston and Olsen Advent Calendar. As well, I will be unveiling a skein from the Advent Calendar from Polka Creeks. These are both Canadian companies, which I really enjoy supporting. And I'm knitting Stephen West's blanket from Hybrid Knitting, and you will see me progress. You will see me make progress as we go along. So let's get to the unveiling. So let's start off with the short story first. As always, this is such a beautifully designed collection. So day number 5, the short story is called Canopy, and it's written by Neben Ruthnam. So 5 days in, and I have yet to recognize an author, which is so intriguing. So Neben Ruthnam is the author of Help Meet and A Hero of Our Time, and he lives in Toronto. So fellow Canadian. Now, as for yarn, look at this lovely shade of tissue paper. Yellow is one of my favorite colors. And it looks like we have another shade of red, but this one is much lighter and very festive. So this is called Strawberry, and it looks like strawberry. So I am going to get reading and knitting, and I will report back to you with my thoughts. So I would be the first to admit that I didn't quite get along with this story, but let's talk about structure and plot first. So this is told in the third person, and it's divided into sections that are just a couple of paragraphs. It takes place in BC, in a coastal forest, and it is about a rehab center in which young people who are addicted come to the center, spend quite often years there, and it turns patients into writers, painters, sculptors, musicians, and multimedia creators. All the patients are very young and they have very rich parents. So you can see what's kind of working into that. So the therapy that Dr. Myers, who is the main character, who runs the rehab center, defines his type of therapy as art therapy, essentially. Now, it starts off with one of the main characters, Biddle, who has turned very violent. He's been there for a couple of years, and he's now being discharged. And when they say discharged, they literally just let them out the door, and they have to survive in the forest by themselves. So another weird world. Now, as the story goes along, a new character arrives, and her name is Angie. And she is a mass manipulator, which is a very ironic because Dr. Mayer is highly manipulative himself. Now, Angie and Dr. Myers have a highly charged dynamic. She calls him out on his motives and says that he's only in it for the money and he doesn't care about his patients. Now, as the story goes along, everyone, and when I say everyone, I mean the security guards, the people that work with Myers, and the patients themselves, all call Myers out on his motive and think that it's cash related and not the highly motivated caring for people that he seems to put forth. Now, Angie escapes. And we learned that Biddle and Angie are working together. Now, I won't give away the ending in case some of you are reading along, but the title, Canopy, takes place when Dr. Myers realizes that it is over. The rehab center is over. He is about to fail, and his real motives are going to be put forth out into the world. Now, this is definitely a warning tale about egomaniacal doctors that with power and who are greedy for money. And this is probably my least favorite story, but it did make for an enjoyable morning, and I'm certainly glad that I read it, and I can't wait to read day 6. So as for knitting, I will insert some photos of the progress that I've made, and I'm completely enjoying this pattern, and I would highly recommend it to you. So thank you so much for joining me. If you are so inclined, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you are so inclined as well, I have a link to Patreon. And I will leave you with a view of the lake this morning. Thanks again, and hope to see you for Vlogmas Day 6. Bye.